This is Joseph here again. This ebook is 199 international emergency first aid applications and more. Okay? And just to prove this stuff works, I'm going to give you my own experiences. Depending on the time I got several of them, more than a few, and I'll give you those. I'll give you the whole shot. But first, what I want to do is go over the table of contents to show you the entire, the outline of the book, so you can see that you're getting your money's worth. Okay. Okay, let's start here. 100 mile per hour tape, mile an hour tape. I call it 100 mile an hour tape. That's military like carpet tape. It's a higher tensile strength. Anyway, emergency suturing. Then we got, let me go down here. Aching feet no more. 46 emergency first aid acupressure applications. Acupressure, that's nothing more than taking your finger or an object and applying pressure, pinpoint pressure at a particular point on your body that corresponds with the melody, whatever it is. And there's 46 of them, 46 of the melodies right there. A lot of them are very common melodies. That's why I put this in here. Okay, because the reason behind this book is once you're outdoors or you're anywhere on your own, or you don't even have to be on your own. You can be in your house, and you can't afford health insurance. You can't afford to go to the doctor. Like I do this all the time. I just apply some of these applications to myself, and I'll give you some examples. These things will save you a lot of money, save you time from going to the doctor, and especially save you hundreds, if not thousands of dollars. These things really work, okay? And they're the least intrusive method. In other words, instead of taking chances with drugs and surgery, hey, look at these things first before you go that route. I tell you what, there's probably hundreds and thousands or probably millions of folks out there that wish, hey, I wish I'd have done this instead of going to the drugs and surgery stuff, because the drugs and surgery stuff went wrong. Okay, let's go. There's 46 acupressure applications, and then we go amazing Cabbage first aid. Okay, athlete's foot quick fix. Going back to World War II, concentration camp, Auschwitz coffee disinfectant, Auschwitz disinfectant, baby colic remedy, backache remedy. Okay, best and quickest serious burn remedy. I'll tell you about that. Cancer killer you just have to know about today, and I believe that's absolutely true, because not only because I researched it, because the way it's done, because the peripheral knowledge I know why, for example, how critters use a similar technique to kill when they're sick. They do pretty much the same thing that this guy did. Okay, chiropractor's backache remedy concoction. I got 2 bottles of that in my bathroom right now. Chisholm lice remedy. When I say Chisholm, that's a Chisholm trail back in the 1800s. The pioneers. That's where that comes from. Civil War pine pitch pills. It works. I got some of that, or a product like that, in my medicine cabinet right now. Cure for killer back spasms from hell. You'll hear about that here pretty quick. Gulag. Anything from the gulag you got to know about. Okay. Healing ants, healing black dirt, healing black dirt, healing mold, healing moldy bacon fat, healing negative ions, healing pitch, healing tea tree oil. Okay, Israeli lace. That's what I called it when I first saw it, and it works instantly. Layton's ulcer remedy, licking cure, lion snakebite remedy. One of the best snakebite remedies I've ever come across. Not only snake bites, but brown recluse spider bites, the fiddleback, and black widow, and those type of ornery critters. Okay, mind over matter applications, and you got the Mormon snakebite remedy, oil of oregano. You got to know about that. Uh, First pioneer snakebite remedy, two great two good snakebite remedies, and at the tail end of the book you'll see the second pioneer snakebite remedy. That was a late entry. Then I talk about a lot of these plants that are probably all around you all right now, plants, and I'll tell you what they are and what they can do for you. Okay, several plants there. Potato medicinal concoctions. It's amazing. I got to do more research on the potato. Potatoes, you can make concoction out of potatoes, and you can come up with some healing concoctions. I'm telling you. Powerful pine medicine. Talked about that at prior. And this is a different way. Power visualization. Prickly pear rheumatism and headache remedy. Okay, pycnogenol. Got to know about pycnogenol. I'll tell you, I've been using that since the 90s. Here's some reflexology applications. There's about, I think there's 30 of them there. Okay, for common stuff. Okay, just like the acupressure points we talked about. Okay, second wind trail mix. That happened to me. I'll give you the true story behind that one. Stress busters. Hey, stress causes a lot of problems. You know, if you took the stress out of people's lives, there wouldn't be as much hypertension, heart attacks, and those type of things. So I'll give you all these stress busters. Okay. Texas Ranger snakebite remedy, another awesome snakebite remedy. When you're out there by yourself, hey, you got to do something. You're the doctor. Okay, and this is it. And pioneers, tobacco antiseptic. Toenail fungus, Trujillo. I interviewed this guy, Trujillo anti-malaria concoction. Okay. And believe it or not, cardiac headache cure. Okay. And horse snakebite remedy, human snakebite remedy, more snakebite remedies, vitamin O. We got to know about vitamin O. And I just added these. Pounding toothache remedy. That just what's the date today? Today's the 5th. No, today's the 3rd of May. 3rd of May. Just last week, I'll tell you about that. What happened to me? Okay, so I put it in the book. It worked so good. And the second pioneer snakebite remedy I was telling you about. Okay, let me go back. Stand by. Okay, let me talk about the 100-mile-an-hour tape emergency suturing, real quick. I said you can reading it off the screen. Had a cat, brought it home from the vet. She got spaded. Well, a few days later, her stitches opened up, and I could see inside of her belly she was bleeding. So what I did, I got 100-mile-an-hour tape. I got some bandages first, put it right on the open wound. Then I got 100-mile-an-hour tape and taped her shut. And I taped, and she was like a mummy. I called the doctor, rushed her off to the vet, and yeah, of course she charged me extra money, and I believe that 100-mile-an-hour tape, what I did, saved her life. She's in the other room right now, or she's in this room, if you can hear her. Okay, aching feet no more. I got out of U.S. Army Ranger School, and a few weeks later, my feet just hurt like heck. I couldn't take baby steps. So I went to Womack Army Hospital. They made me some arch supports. Those were worthless. So I guess this is it. I'm about ready to get kicked out of the Army, medical discharge. Well, I just happened to see an ad in the paper, and I bought these arch supports, different ones. They're called feather springs. They're metallic and they bounce. They have give to them. So I bought those. As soon as I put them in my shoes, within hours I was cured. The pain went away. And I wore those the rest of my military career and 10, 15 years after. Okay, great product. They're called Feather Springs. I bought them from Germany, but now they got a place here in the United States. So get on the internet if you got problems with your feet. Look up Feather Springs. Best deal going for your feet. Okay, and there's the 46 emergency acupressure applications there. And here we got the amazing Cabbage first aid. This happened a while back to me. I woke up, had a bad knee. It hurt like heck. I didn't do nothing for, I don't know, I guess a week or so. and I had a bubble on my knee, on my kneecap, and it had water inside. So I assumed it was water on the knee. So I went into my bag of tricks, and this is what I did. I got some cabbage, took some fresh cabbage, crunched it up, to get that chemical out of the cabbage. Crunched up a few leaves, put them on top of my knee, wrapped it with a bandage, one of those bandages that hooks on itself. Went to sleep, got up the next morning, I was good to go. I don't know how it works, why it works, I don't care as long as it worked. So that's the amazing cabbage first aid remedy. Okay, and going down a little bit, you got the athlete's foot quick fix remedy. What I use when I got athlete's foot, instead of going to the store and getting that expensive stuff, I get minced garlic out of the jar, which I have 2 jars in my refrigerator right now. I put them in a separate container, 3 or 4 heaping tablespoons rather, and I put them in a separate container, cup, and then I apply that to both feet and put socks on, and next day I'm good to go. I'm telling you, it may sting just a little bit when you put it on, but that's that garlic stuff working, and just keep it on overnight, good to go. Okay, let's keep going down the list here. Q's auto suggestion, mind over matter. You got to read that. Okay, and here you got the cure for killer back spasms from hell. I'm telling you what, I suffer from spasms, not the spinal column, but back muscle spasms. They hurt so bad it takes your breath away. I've been stuck in my car. I've been stuck on the floor because you move just a little bit and the spasms just take over your body. They hurt real bad. Anyway, so when I was writing a book called the Gettysburg Program. I was putting that together. It took 4.5 years. I came across a herb, so I thought I'd try it. It's cayenne pepper. Cayenne pepper has different heats too. It's different ratings of how hot it is, how spicy it is. So I got 150 SHU, which stands for Scoville units. And back then I took 4 capsules, drank them with a lot of water, went to sleep. The next day I was good to go. From then I've been hooked on cayenne ever since. Now I can't take that amount anymore because my stomach hurt. So what I do, I just add cayenne pepper to or a very hot sauce. I bought some sauce and just add it to your food. So that's what I do. And I got a concoction. I got 1/3 cayenne pepper, 1/3 black pepper, and 1/3 sea salt. I put that together, mix it all up, and that's what I put on my food. So cayenne pepper really works. Why it works, how it works, I don't care as long as it worked. Okay, let's keep going. You got emergency surgery, emergency suturing, Gottlieb frostbite remedy, gulag. Anything with a gulag, you got to read it. Okay. Healing ants, healing black dirt, healing black dirt, healing mold, healing moldy bacon fat, healing negative ions, healing pitch, healing tea tree oil, Heinemann frostbite remedy, Heinemann, you got to read this one, Heinemann's Hodgkin disease cure. Okay. Israeli lace, I made that up. I nicknamed that Israeli lace back when I was in the military because I saw how an Israeli laced his boots, and so I copycatted him because I had problems with my instep. And as soon as I laced my boots up that way, the way he did it, it cured the instep problem. Right then and there. Okay. Leiden's ulcer remedy, got to read that. True story. Licking cure. Here's another good snakebite remedy. Lion snakebite remedy. Just as awesome. You got to read that one. I won't tell you what that is. Mexican cactus healer. Mind over matter applications. Again, mind over applications. You got to know them. If you don't believe, ain't nothing going to happen. Here's a good oil. It's called oil of oregano. Not oregano oil, but oil of oregano. Got a laundry list of stuff, of melodies that it can help out with. Okay. Ozark skin cancer remover, Pacific healer, painful sciatic nerve remedy. First pioneer snakebite remedy. There's the first one. The second one's at the very tail end of this book. I'll show you that. The placebo effect. You got to read about the placebo effect. Okay. Okay, and then I talk about plants. The reason I put these plants in there, there's I forgot how many there were, 30 of them maybe, because these plants are around you right now, and those plants can help you out. So you'll read about all those plants and the benefits they offer. Then you got the first, second, third, fourth, fifth poison ivy remedies. Okay. Then you got some remedies from POWs. power of visualization, another mind over matter application. Prickly pear rheumatism headache remedy. Pycnogenol, I've been using that since the 90s. And here's about 30, I think 30, reflexology applications. That's nothing more than applying, maneuvering, applying pressure to the hands and feet at a particular spot for that particular malady, whatever it is. Okay. Again, I consider this a mind over application. If you don't believe it's going to work, it ain't going to work. Okay. And stress busters. I'll give you several stress busters here because stress, if you can take the stress out of your life, you have a less chance of having high blood pressure, having heart attacks, having strokes. You know what I mean? Okay. And then sunburn remedy. Then you got here's the famous Texas Ranger snakebite remedy. That falls in line right with the other snakebite remedies I'm gonna tell you about in this book. Okay. Toenail fungus. This is from an elderly lady. We were watching TV, and Dr. Zoe, I believe that's his name. He was coming up with his own toenail fungus remedy, and she started laughing. I asked her, "Why are you laughing?" He says, "We didn't do none of that." He says, "When he had toenail fungus, because she lived near Myrtle Beach, she says, we just go play in the water, meaning salt water." Okay. Then you got the True Hill anti-malaria concoction. True story. I interviewed this guy, and him and his buddies that used this, none of them came down with malaria. None of them. And they were in the jungles of Panama, but everybody around them, he called them the walking death, you know. And he got Vaccine petroleum jelly healer, and I'll tell you about that. Awesome. Velvet deer antler, water cure, Washaki frostbite remedy, worthless folk remedies that worked anyway. Okay, you got to read that. Carjack headache remedy. If you know what a carjack is, that's a tool to repair your cars. Well, I'll tell you the guy that uses a carjack to cure headaches. Okay, and why it works. Let me see. Honey's incredible survival uses. Healing sunbath. Horse snakebite remedy. Human snakebite remedy. Vitamin O. Awesome vitamin O. Pounding toothache remedy. I put that in there just recently because I just had one hell of a 3-week bad toothache, and I'll tell you exactly what I did to get rid of it. And then you got that second pioneer snakebite remedy I was telling you about. So that is 199 international emergency first aid applications and more. I try to give you a few of them that happened to me, and we're clocking in at 18 minutes right now, so I better stop. Okay, that's 199 international emergency first aid applications and more. This is very worthy of your book, because when there's no doctor, guess what? You're the doctor. Okay, I'll see you in the next video.